We back? Blue screen, man. The hell? I haven't had that for a minute. You know what's really annoying about blue screen is like, it gives you an error, but it doesn't give you enough time to write it down or like take a picture of it. Like, what's the point of telling me what the problem was if you're gonna just close the blue screen immediately? Like, give me a minute and let me click restart or whatever. That's what event viewer's for. Still, like, what's the point of showing the error at all? Not everybody knows about event viewer. I know about it now, but... All right, let's get back in the server. 2 streams in one day. This is the 3rd stream today. I restarted it this morning because my router was acting up. There's a setting on the OS you can disable it, I think. Oh, that'd be nice. Server was full, by the way. We need intro musics and thank you for being here on the 3rd stream. I mean, I could play the intro song. We might be in the server by the time we get through. According to Chums, this means we restart the 12-hour stream. The pre-12-hour stream is restarting. So once we do 12 hours from now, then we can start the 12-hour stream. Kinda Hunt, welcome back. YouTube's back up too, right? Just making sure. Yeah, Richard says we're back. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mechanism. It shouldn't be a long queue, by the way. We need a Chrome plugin that combines chats. It would be pretty cool if you guys could combine. I was talking about that. Like, the problem would be if, yeah, big oof, boom. I got blue screen. Matt Dalzell, how you doing? But 3 streams in one day. The stamina on this guy. No, never call me Vacation Z ever again, Mezza. Anti-Man, what's up? Joe, I got blue screen, man. It already exists, called Truffle. Well, does it count, like, take into account the delay? Because if the chats weren't synced up right, Twitch could be like, whoa, nice triple kill. And then, like, YouTube's like, what? Because YouTube's always a little behind, you know? Dude, people say that, bassist. I'm sorry, both platforms in live chat, YouTube comments gets absolutely insane. But live chat, they're the same. I'm sorry. Each chat misbehaves an equal amount. Not one is not worse than the other. I'm looking at both every single day, and I will absolutely tell you that it's an even amount of unhinged, like, just people trolling in each. I'm looking at least my YouTube chat, Tempest. I'm looking at it every single day, dude. Nope, Twitch is the worst. We own that title, says Picksmith on Twitch. Yeah, everything went down. Well, no, I call egg on YouTube just as much as I do on Twitch, which isn't very often, to be fair. We're pretty lucky. TikTok simulcast 1. I've thought about it. I would only stream on TikTok in the hopes that it would funnel people to Twitch and YouTube. But like, I could add a vertical canvas. It wouldn't be very taxing. And I could either just have a thing on the chat that says like responding on YouTube and Twitch. But I have room for another chat now that I've combined YouTube and Twitch chats.
Feels the bot just resubbed for 18 months. Don't forget to give the hamster powering your computer a break every once in a while.
No, he's gotta run faster, bro. He's got a 4090 to power. Get moving. Beast, thank you for the 18, man. But yes, this is live Colorado. I just got a blue screen. TikTok is how you get the young people. I need the young people. Sick of all you old decrepit fucks bringing me down. I need some youth in my chat. It's okay, swear words. I forgive you. And I really do appreciate you sharing your AARP discount with me. Very kind of you. Watching while I put together a new bed for a 3-year-old. Today's the day switching from a crib. Wish us luck. You gotta give me advice, man. When you're through at Double Trap, I want to hear your like, here's what I wish we did, because, you know, we got about a year. Well, that's too damn bad. That's too damn bad. Back in my day. I can't find my wallet. Where'd I leave it? In the crisper drawer in the refrigerator. Yeah, did you ever think that maybe your wallet ran away to find a new family? My wallet would never. Let's kill some time by watching other people's YouTube videos. God damn it. Rectangle owes me ad revenue. It's not in the freezer, so there's that. Did you actually check the freezer? My wallet can't be in the crisper drawer because it's where I keep my Crispin Glover. Back in my day, we had to walk uphill both ways to school with no shoes on in the blowing snow. And it was 100 degrees while we did it. Storm, how you doing? She's good. The kid's good. She's cute. She's napping at grandma's. I got a photo of her, like, real cool guy. Like, oh, my camera's broken. That's fun. She was like cool guy, like leaning against the wall. She's like super into having her hair done up in like a top bun. She likes to have like a little ponytail, like on top of her head, like sticking straight up. She loves it. It's really fun. You raise your kids to a certain point, then their friends raise them. Teach your kids to make good friends. It's a good idea. That's actually not bad. No, it was blue screen, Gypsy. I don't know what caused it. I guess I could check event viewer while we're waiting. Windows logs and system, right? That's what I want. I keep getting this Windows game bar error. Even though I uninstalled Windows Game Bar, but I don't think that's it. The computer has rebooted from a bug check. WER system error reporting. This is what happened the last time I blue screened. A dump was saved in Windows mini dump. LadyZed is really an Olsen twin from the Full House era. As long as she doesn't grow up to an Olsen twin from the post Full House era. I can't afford that much cocaine. It's the 4090. I'll take it off your hands. Oh, here we go. Critical. Kernel power. The system has rebooted without cleanly shutting down first. This error could be caused if the system stopped responding, crashed, or lost power unexpectedly. How incredibly specific. I don't see those words and numbers, Cumpy Grunt. Connectivity state in standby. Disconnected. Reason NIC compliance. Is that like FCC compliance? Chat, I found my wallet. I put it in my gym bag last night with the intention of going this morning. I did not go this morning. Don't be such a bitch, living room. Go to the gym. Well, I'm proud of us, chat. We looked in the Windows error event log thing. We saw, I was tired. We saw what the problem was. We don't understand what the problem is. And that's as far as we got. I'm proud of us. I think we've made a lot of progress today. Hopefully that means no more blue screens in the future. Yeah, the wallet mystery has been solved. I'm pretty happy about that. Send the event log to your PC builder. It's actually not a bad idea. If it happens again, for sure. Andrew, you have 2 prescriptions ready to pick up at CVS Pharmacy. I know, I'm lazy. Have you tried downloading more RAM? I can't because I'm in the process of downloading a car. Once I'm done downloading another Honda CR-V, I will download more RAM. I'm also trying to figure out if I'm pregnant, so I'm downloading a pregnancy test. I had BSODs on an old machine that was causing RAM problems with a failing PSU. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what any of that shit means. Latest BIOS was in November, so it could have already been updated by now. But you told me not to update BIOS, Nate. You literally the last time we talked about it, you told me not to bother to update BIOS. That's what you said. You said it. Or drivers. I forget. It was drivers, not BIOS. You said don't update drivers. And I said, but last time, before that, this is the last time I was saying this. I said last time you said do update drivers. And now, this is why I'm confused, because I don't know what to do. What's on Twitter, Cassie? All of it. Oh, that conversation. Yeah, it was. Bro, what the fuck is happening? Why does OG have to tag Mr. Gibbon in everything? And say that I have a crush on him? I want to tell Mr. Gibbon how I feel when I'm ready. I figured being confused is just your natural default state, pretty much. Why don't you tag Mr. Gibbon more often if you have a crush on him? I'm constantly tagging him in like fine dining establishments, saying that we should like meet up there and drink red wine out of each other's belly buttons. It's a really good way to, it's called pegging, not tagging. It's a really good way to aerate the wine. If you have a crush on him, have you tried hitting him with a stick? It worked in elementary school. Well, the last time I ran into Gibbon in game, my teammate shot him at a well. Does that count? In the yard, how you doing? My PC just rebooted with a blue screen. So that's annoying, but DayZ's been fine. We've been looting up. We haven't seen anybody yet. It's been very quiet. Holy shit, Lancaster is bigger than I thought. Seeing all those houses by each other gives me anxiety. Oh yeah? Wait, you were visiting, right, Smallpox? One day he's gonna show up when we're not there. He's gonna be heartbroken. It's too late. I thought he killed you at the window. No, my buddy killed Gibbon at a well. I don't think Gibbon, I mean, Gibbon might have killed me, but I didn't hear about it. Go for a pee, we'll log into a mill base full of people. Where did you end up going, Smallpox? It's funny to hear you say that, that seeing all those houses gives you anxiety. Not that I think your anxiety is funny, I get it, but it's just funny to hear somebody think of Lancaster as like a big town. It's not small, but it's not big either. Anita cocking me. Happy birthday. Anita cocking me. What do you want for your birthday? Anita cocking me. I can take a few guesses as to what you want for your birthday. I'm sure somebody could give you what you need for your birthday if you just ask. If you could be upfront about it. I found stir fry all over my bed this morning. I must have been sleepwalking again. Oh, that's so good. That is so good, dude. Yes, it is abnormal. Yes, it is. That was a really good one. It's really good because I had to read it twice to get it. Whenever I laugh like this, I like imagine Hub just like leaning back in his chair with this like calm sense of accomplishment on his face, because you're just like always throwing these in chat, and like I feel like I hate him almost all the time. What was the one you said the other day? Oh, about sex causes memory loss. I remember because I read it in an article on March 18th, 2019 at 3:08 p.m. or whatever. That was a great one, but what was a bummer was somebody showed up the next day and put the same one in chat. And I was like, oh, he got it off of like Reddit or something. Yeah, that needs to go to dad jokes. That needs to. Oh, that was good. I should start writing the good ones down and throwing them at LadyZed. Shadow, welcome back. Ash Oler and Ava Cosa Nostra, thank you for the subs on YouTube. Sleepwalking. You know what's also funny too? Is for some reason when I started reading your message, even though, oh, it's because living room was talking right below you. For some reason when I was reading your message, I thought it was living room. Because he had just talked about, he's like, he lost his wallet last night, and then he's like, I found stir fry all over my bed. I thought it was living room. This is a really good one. You have a whole list of good ones and dad jokes? Oh, no, they're not all good. I promise you that, Astro. What's up, man? I ran reliability monitor. Every error is DayZ. You think I'm that much of a mess? The heck? I don't know, man. Your wallet was in the crisper drawer of the refrigerator. Like, just worried about you. Bjorn, what's up? I have gigantic, even enormous news. What's going on, buddy? Did you meet up with Anita Cock and me? Is that your enormous news? I used to drive through Lancaster to go free geek. I just remember there being a row of nice houses along the hill that made for very pretty scenery. What's free geek? Where is that, Hurt Tracker? Curious as to what those houses are. Probably like Blossom Hill. It's a pretty expensive area. Did I tell you guys we looked at a house on Sunday? I don't think I did. We like saw a house on Zillow and we're like, wow, this checks all our boxes. Like, we're not ready to move and we can't afford to move right now. But we were like, this checks all our boxes. We should at least go see it. And I loved it. I loved that house. Like, it was like a little dated, but it was like all shit that I could do myself, you know? Like replacing like cabinets and like, man, so now the guy who was there is so far ahead of us. We're never gonna catch up to him. Also, my mouse isn't working. There we go. But I loved it, dude. It had a basement with room for like a TV area, and it also had a bar with like a full sink and everything. Wait, hold on. This is more important. Ish, I have gigantic news. Baby Bjorn was born 6 pounds, 12 ounces, 20 inches long on Tuesday the 4th. He arrived via C-section. Well, I hope mom and baby are happy and healthy. I don't care about your happiness or health. It's secondary now. You got to get used to it. But dude, congratulations! How are you guys getting on? I do hope that you're feeling well as well, man. It's brutal, but it's awesome. And I hope baby and mom are killing it. I'm sure they are. I'm sure all three of you are. You got that streamer money. Streamer money is a spectrum, sir. I promise you. There's probably a massive gunfight in Commence Town. I know, probably smallpox. But yeah, so the house had like a really nice basement that was already furnished. Like, you'd have to tear out the carpet, but like nice basement. It had a bar, beautiful backyard, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2.5 baths rather. Sorry, 2.5. Half downstairs, 2 upstairs. Oh my God, like it had everything we wanted. Everything we wanted. It even had a garage that had this second like side room on it. So like you had a garage with a garage door.
Edgar Skyle has just donated $7.62.
Edgar, thank you for the 762. So you had like the house right here in vicinity. And then you had a garage right here where the character is. And then you had this little room off to the side here that I was like, oh my God, you could furnish this and insulate it, and that could be my streamer office. And then I'd be like a million miles away from the family, so I would never wake anyone, you know, when I'm screaming and shouting. I also wouldn't take up a bedroom for an office. That could still be a guest room. It did everything that I want. And LadyZed was like, I definitely like it a lot, but it's too far away for my current commute. And also, like, we're not ready. Like, we're just so not ready. If it was like the absolute perfect house, we could try to mobilize and maybe pull it off, but we would very likely get outbid. Well, she's applying for jobs more locally abnormal, and I'm like, we're never gonna find a house that doesn't increase your commute. Like, that's just not gonna happen. We live in the same area as where she rented an apartment because her commute is so long that moving anywhere further, there's just no way to move and be in the area we want to be in and not increase her commute. It is actually impossible, and she doesn't really get that, but whatever. I'm tired of arguing about it. But fucking, hopefully she gets a job more locally and that won't be a factor anymore. I can only assume her work's in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty far away, and the worst part about it is it's down a 1-lane road for like 30 minutes. So, and it's also a road with a lot of trucks. So like all the time, you're just stuck behind a truck and it just takes forever. How long do moms get off for maternity leave? That's the wonderful thing about America, is they don't get any. There's no required paid time off for mothers on maternity leave. Some jobs offer it as a benefit, but it is a perk, not a norm. But anyways, the house was cool. It was fun to see it. And we did talk to the real estate agent, just kind of like I explained to him, I'm like, listen, we're not really looking. We're passively looking. If we saw the house that we needed, like that was it. It had every check. It was the perfect house. We could try to mobilize and put in a bid. We'd probably get outbid in this market, but we could try. I'm like, you can send us emails if you see anything like that, you know, and we'll still hit you up whenever we want to tour a house. Oh, some states do require it. Oh, really, Meza? Oh, must be nice. I'm scrolling up, Bjorn. They are my little, he's my little shitting machine right now, but I would change the gate. I would charge the gates of hell with dollar store water guns for him. I know you would, dude. I know you would. Yeah, but there's nothing nationwide required. They have to keep, they can let you off unpaid. That's a requirement, right? It's like 6 weeks unpaid. That's a law. Everything else is either job-based or state-based. I mean, they have to reserve her job for 6 weeks, I think, by you. They can't fire her for giving birth. If she doesn't come back in 6 weeks, they can get rid of her. And some people need more than 6 weeks because that's a very short amount of time. Anyways, we don't need to talk about that. It was cool to look at a house. It was fun. Big bummer though is the norm is still, you usually have to overbid. You usually have to have a massive down payment, and you also have to waive inspections, which is a huge bummer. But my dad used to do home inspections. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, when we're really serious and we're actually looking, I could like try, and he doesn't work right now. I could try to have my dad like on standby, like, hey, on Sunday we're going to see a house. If we really like it, would you be able to come out the next week and look at it with us? And he could kind of like do like a, you know, down low inspection. It's, you literally, Steve Jobs, you can't get a house if you don't. You, right now where I live, according to our real estate agent, and this is like a new thing with like since COVID that's stuck, which is bullshit, but they just won't take your bid because there's somebody else who's willing to waive an inspection. That's what he was talking about, Miz. He said interest rates are dropping. It's becoming more of a buyer's market right now. I just bought another place last July, and we do full price on first day. He told me that a similar house to the one we were looking at in East Pete, he sold it for cash like the week before. Like those are the type of offers that get picked. It's crazy, man. And it really, he's just selling you. He's so not boom. It's the norm around here. He's not the first real estate agent I've worked with, and it was becoming a thing during COVID, and it's a thing that's stuck. I'm telling you, man, it is the norm in this area, where it is still currently a seller's market. If you're paying for a straight cash for a place, you can. I bought in 2001, and we had to get an inspection. Dude, I'm telling you, if you ask for an inspection, I mean, maybe some owners are just not dickwads, but like the norm right now in this area is if you ask for an inspection, they'll go with the next guy because they know there are other people who are willing to waive it. No inspection is crazy. I completely agree. But again, I luckily have my dad who could do like a mini inspection. He couldn't be thorough, but like if he just came and looked at the house for us, you know, I'm sure we could get an hour in the house for him to do as much as he could. My old neighbors sold their house to the third highest bidder because they were a young couple trying to buy their first house. That's amazing, man. Dude, I don't know how you buy a house cash. He said cash. They bought the house cash. I think that means no mortgage, right? Means you're rich, motherfucker. Well, I'm not denying that part. I'm saying you have to pay cash already to get to that point, right? No. Dude, everyone I know, all my friends who bought a house after I did, after 2020, had to waive inspection and have loans and all that. Like, dude, but how does that work with the bank? Because again, I didn't go through this. We inspected our house, by the way. I'm saying this is the norm in this area after we bought our house. We got insanely lucky. We bought in 2020, July of 2020. We got 2.85% interest. It's insane. And we were able to inspect our house. But like LadyZed's friends just bought a house in Harrisburg. They had to waive their inspection. Never waive inspections, friends got burned. You're not gonna buy a house in this area if you don't. Like that, like that's just the way it is. Like, again, I'm not saying I'm happy about it and I'm trying to do a workaround, as I said, but that's just the way it is right now. I also missed Egger. Thank you for the 762, dude. Thank you, thank you. I had to rent my current place sight unseen. Every time I found a place and scheduled a walkthrough, I'd get a call before the walkthrough saying the place had been rented. Dude, that's insane. It's so dumb, man. It's so dumb. All right, focus up, Ish. I gotta do an inspection of this dangerous area. I'm not waving shit, then you ain't moving. Again, at least in this area, it doesn't seem like it's a nationwide thing. But hey, and again, like, theoretically, you could get a buyer who isn't in it just to make as every single dime they can, who would be like, hey, we like you and we like your family. We want you to live here, and could be chill about it. What's next? No viewing unless you wear a blindfold. Honestly, dude, like, when are they gonna be like, Zillow photos are enough, you know? No walkthroughs. What's so dumb about it too is that if every buyer just said, I want an inspection, if we like rallied together, if every home buyer was like, we want an inspection, they would allow, like, sellers would have to allow them. Zillow is my social media app of choice. It's the only social media app that doesn't do politics. And I can endlessly scroll and just be like, wow, that'd be cool to live there. We have bought our last 2 houses without inspections. Thank you for somebody back. Look, people have been backing me up, but yeah, like, I'm not making this shit up, man. But if like 5 different people are bidding on a house and they all got together and were like, yeah, we kind of want to inspect this. Let's all say we're not putting on bids if we would, if you don't let us inspect. They'd let you inspect, you know, but there's no coordination like that. Saiga. I'm with you, Sandy. I'm with you. Like, this isn't our forever home. So, like, I wish we had gotten our forever home in 2020, but we didn't know. You know, we just didn't know, and we didn't have like any money. But like, so like, but dude, we got so lucky with this one. Which, hey, better to get lucky on your first one than to never get lucky at all. But it's gonna be a lot tougher if we want a second, like another house to like our forever home. But as somebody said, according to the agent, it's trending towards being a buyer's market soon. So that could be good. Almost better to just buy land and build a house. I've always wondered about that. Because, like, whenever I see an empty plot of land, it's usually in, like, a pretty rich area. And the plot of land is, like, as more than I can afford to spend on a house. I truly don't know how that works. My grandpa did it. He bought a plot and built his house. I think I looked at what it sold for the last time it sold. It was like $400,000 too. How soon though? I have two friends. I mean, I don't think anyone can know how soon by you. I don't think it works like that. It's not even a guarantee, you know? Especially with how volatile things are. He built it for a nickel? He probably did, dude. Nah, he built it in 2000s, early 2000s. Shit. My mom, luckily, has a lot of friends in the area. She's very social. So honestly, what like could totally end up happening to us, and I don't even want to say it because I'll jinx it. Where'd I drop that gun? Is like my mom just hears about a house being sold word of mouth and we can just do like no agents. My mom's got that kind of pull. I paid 10K for 5 acres. Good lord. Yeah, that ain't happening around here. I mean, within an hour of here maybe, but we like being in Lancaster. Oh my goodness, where'd my blaze go? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Blaze. Lazy blaze, blaze. There you are, girl. I knew you wouldn't leave me. At this point, it seems more feasible to find a hunting scope or a new PU scope than to find an electric repair kit. We're looking to move near Lancaster next year or the York area. York would be a lot cheaper than Lancaster. Well, I haven't actually looked. I shouldn't say that like I know for sure. If I had to guess, York would be a lot cheaper than Lancaster. Yeah, baby. Sorry, Moselina. I'm just gonna go live in the servants' quarters of a billionaire. Sounds good to me. All right. Next up, I need a weapon cleaning kit. All right. So we are near Novoya Petrovka, which means northwest is really the closest mill base. I guess I could go to northwest. We might get lucky and find more VSS mags. Hit Bash, yeah, Bash. I mean, Tizzy is close, but I really want to fight, and I feel like I'm less guaranteed to get a fight at Tizzy. Tizzy can very much be a base that, like, 50-50, you might see someone, you might not. To be honest, I'd like to go to VMC, but it seems dumb to go around Northwest Airfield to go to VMC. I'd never find that deal again. COVID ruined it. Had people offer me 50K to 60K after I bought it. My stepdad sold his house for around 300,000 in like 2021 or so. And by 2022, the person who bought it sold it for like over 400,000. Like it's fucking crazy how things just exploded during that time. Cut through Northwest Airfield, it's a shortcut. I like schmutz. There's some schmutz on the screen. We say that. I get more fights in Navoya and Sinistock. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Let's go to Sinistock. We could find a weapon cleaning kit there. This VSS could totally jam on me, and it could be a problem. The mag is badly damaged. Well, that's the thing, is like you could make, if you were lucky and you bought in like 2020, you could sell and make a pretty penny, but you're not gonna get a better house afterwards. Like I don't think you're gonna make enough to buy like a better house. And like, it's just not going to make sense in the long run. It's not great, Egger, but I think it beats a SKS. And I'm only using it for CQB. My in-laws last night, Cabela's, were talking about how they bought their house, which is a very big house. I don't know what it'll go for now, because it is in rough shape. They have not been able to take good care of it, but they bought their house for 41 grand. But they bought it in like the 80s. And they've lived there since then. So like, they'll make money off of it, but it's gonna take a lot of work once whoever buys it is gonna have to put a lot of money into it. My buddy bought in 2020 and he's in that predicament, sitting on 50K plus profits, but he knows he'll have to pay 60% more on something he wants. They'll still be a net loss when rebuying. Yeah, unless you like have to move, it doesn't really make sense, Baser. Or unless like you've grown out of that house, like shit, you could be Muscles and bought your house in 2019 and had 3 kids since then, you know what I mean? Interest rates in the 80s was like 17%. Holy shit, really? That is insane. The true old age struggle of buying houses isn't too big for you, but big enough to grow into. I think we hit that sweet spot. It would be annoying to have 2 children in this house. But we could do it. You could absolutely do it. But frankly, having children is annoying. So, you know. When is the team up with Senny? I haven't hit her up. I should, though. I don't schedule things, guys. I think you gotta learn this about me. I've accepted it. My computer blue screened, Clive, if you were gone before that. But we're back up and running. It's real quiet on Cherno today. Like, not even hearing heli crashes. I see the deer stand up there, but... I bought in 2020, have seen the value of my house go up 75%. I'm waiting for the market to kick off so I can sell it. I'll be moving about 7 hours from where I live and downsizing by half. That's like, that's where it's like the perfect, so you're in a good spot, Cyclo. You have to move, or you know, the move is not just like, it's geographical. Like you're actually moving. You're not just moving in the same area. You know, you're downsizing. You can make a profit. You're in a sweet spot. Oh God, that's a stage, Edgar? What? Interest rates were high in the 80s, but prices were like 40% of what they were now. But still, I mean, spending that much on interest is a bitch and a half. Have a good one, Bayou. Thanks for hanging out. I went back to the VOD and told you it was going to be blue screen. Is that time travel? It is. It is. Yeah, wow. Maybe I can stop it from happening. Does that mean that I'm going to cease to exist soon because I have a memory of the blue screening? Oh my God, I'm fading away. I'm just hitting up like the Cinestock summer camp. I don't know, maybe we will pop up to like the biathlon and Northwest Evac, but I feel like those are like, you know, mid-level PvP encounter, like potential. I kind of want action. Ish's own man cave. I do hope to have a home theater in the basement. Little man cave setup. Thing is, though, is like the basements belong to the children. Like,
I request a do-over. Just resub for 12 months.
Like, I don't think the home theater man cave is happening until Baby Zed's out of the house. I request a do-over. Thank you for the 12 months. Thank you so much, man. I heard children belong in the basement. No, the basements belong to the children. Like, I was looking at that house, and it has, like, its own back door that goes right up into the yard, you know? And I'm like, this would be such a good bar, billiards, and home theater basement. But, like, dude, I had the coolest basement growing up. Maybe not the coolest, but, like, it was a nice basement. A lot of room. We had a ping pong table. We had a TV. There was a fridge down there. We had a back door. You could come and go as you please. When you were going out to sled, you were tracking the snow into the backyard, the basement, not to the main house. Like that house, it was awesome. It was a great spot for sleepovers. She's 12 going on 13, puberty, bro. She needs to shower more, use deodorant, light perfume. Good, yeah, I mean, fucking tell her to shower more.
Halunke_der_x_xd just resubbed for 3 months.
But yeah, man, like that's why we want to move in general, though, is we want Baby Zed to be able to like run to her friend's house, you know, and like, you know, I know that type of kids on bikes thing is rarer nowadays, but it does exist. And we're looking for it. Halunke, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 3 months. I'm gonna be hungry soon, but I'm not quite yet. I think I'll deal with it when it's a problem. Will you be able to live without the cheese Corvette? For a second, I was like, what do you mean cheese Corvette? Yes, I will live just fine without the Corvette. Every basement my family had was for pool tables and adults. Oh, dude, see, that's selfish for the adults. Like, I want that, I do. But I think I want Baby Zed to have her basement, you know? Yeah, it totally exists in the US too, Ava. It's definitely not like it was in the 90s, but it exists. When I was buying my house in 2016, one place we looked at had a basement converted into a full-on swingers paradise. So how much did you spend on it? In the 90s, we ran the streets. I have a new t-shirt that Lady and BabyZed got for me for Valentine's Day. It's all the Sesame Street characters, and it says raised on the streets. It's pretty sweet. The problem is, though, is that every time BabyZed sees it, she points at it and goes, Elmo, 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 Elmo. So that's, like, kind of annoying. Because then I have to put Elmo on, like, at least the music. Exotic Fawn, thank you for the follow. I always forget how damn far it is to get to, whatever this S-town is. Can we listen to the Elmo song? Sure, let's get copyright claimed again. Mushroom. You know it's bad when you're overwatching an area and you take your eyes off the screen to look at chat. What's even the point of overwatching? Chat is watching the screen for you. Can you listen as well? Because right now, Welcome to the Farm by Elmo and Abby is playing in my head. No Scope, thank you for the follow. I got Lady Gaga with Abracadabra on and repeat in my head, and I'm fine with it. Oh my god, I can't stand that song. Lady and Baby, I will add, Zed, are obsessed with it. Oh my god, it's got like one good part. It's got like that one good like riff. But oh my god, I just like, I'm not at a disco. I'm not at an EDM thing. I'm so tired of it. She has way better songs. I do not dance my heart out to it, but my wife and child certainly do. Feel the beat under your feet, the floor's on fire. Abracadabra, abracadabra. Ugh. I'm like, is the floor on fire? Because I grew up being told that the roof is on fire. And it's just like, oh my god. Just pick one. Well, the floor is lava. Well, that's another one. Is the floor on fire? Is the floor lava? I do hear that Lady Gaga. I do need water, but I want to loot this area first. Sun's going down quick. I do hear Lady Gaga did really well on SNL. Doesn't surprise me. The roof was on fire for so long that it collapsed and now the floor is on fire. Checks out. Found the fire marshal. I know, Johnny, I know. It's me. Hello. It's me, and it's Monday. Deal with it, bitch. Dude, where is everybody? It's been so quiet. Like earlier when we were in the Kamensk area, we were at least hearing shots. Or sorry, Krasno. Johnny!
Johnny sleeps a lot, just resubbed for 23 months.
Thank you for the resub, Johnny. I hope you're well. Thank you so much, man. 23! All DayZ players made a deal not to play on Mondays because of you. Cool. Because they're scared of me, right? How can you say it in English if you have a song stuck in your head? In German, we say earworm. We just say song stuck in your head. But earworm is all, like, you can describe a song like that song is an earworm. Drop paper. Hurt Tracketeer. Thank you for the... you unlocked an emote. Never mind. I thought it was follow or something. Thank you for unlocking an emote. Oh boy. Lots of dropped little bits and boobs. Can you imagine how loud these players would be running around with all that loose ammunition? Like all this like loose ammunition just like jingle jangling in your backpack. Boobs. Nice. Whole box of Mosin. A DMR mag. Reloading mag time should take into account having to fish through your backpack to find all the bullets. Totally. Unless you keep an organized inventory. Trying to remember, is there a well up at the biathlon area? I think not. I think I might not have to go back to Sinistock Town, get some food and water, and then do biathlon probably at night, unfortunately. If you could remove one color from the whole world, what would it be and why? No. I shan't. I simply wouldn't. I like colors. What about gray? I guess if you had to, gray. Fuck gray. Ish, what's your favorite color? 470 nanometers. I don't know, that was the answer I used to give to be a douche. Is it nanometers? Gray is not a color? How is it not a color? Or is it a shade? It's not a color, it's a shade. Wait, could I pick like... Yeah, could I pick like something super specific? Like baby blue? Like not all blue, but just baby blue. All the other versions of blue are fine. But baby blue, gone. That's it. Azure. Yeah, I'd pick some like horrible puke color looking shade of green and I'd be like that one. There are a lot of zombies around here. And I did see a mushroom in the hill overhead. Maybe I should do a little more scouting. Ooh. Oh God, I'm not really prepared to go after that. But I'm so bored, let's do it. This is gonna be really bad. I'm gonna be dying of thirst. After or while looting this helicopter. I don't know where that's gonna be though. Like it sounded like it was like up and beyond the biathlon area. It might be above Northwest Evac. What about that color question, but it has to be a basic color? If you're telling me I have to get rid of like all versions of blue, then the answer is simply no. I shan't make the decision. I shorn't, I say. I shorn't make it. Drop loot of the summer camp, houses, mushrooms on the hill, 99% chance someone's heading to Tizzy. Yeah, pretty high. Or coming from Tizzy. South of Biathlon, Big Meadow. I feel like it sounded further than that though, because I do know about that one. But maybe I'm underestimating how far Biathlon is. See, I'm really close to Biathlon. It's like to my right, straight and right, just a little bit. I think the heli's way beyond this. I'm gonna have to get rid of that MP5. But it could come in handy at the heli. We gotta take some zombies out. It could come in handy, Andy. A lot of SK ammo. And people say that AKMs spawn at Northwest Airfield now. I got a mag. Hunting scope galore up here in the Northwest. Even though there's stuff here that I need, I'm going around. Oh yeah, this is bear territory. This is totally bear territory. I see upright zombies. Just making sure nobody's actually here. If somebody was here, though, they would have bailed and headed up to the heli. So what is the heli relative here? I mean, it feels like it was this direction. Oh, wait, isn't there one, like, down there, though? Because up here is going to be tough. It's going to be really hard to spot smoke all the way up here. I know there's like a couple individual houses up here. Just like in a valley in the middle of nowhere. I've always thought it'd be a good base building spot. Bears on Chernarus is not as mean as the ones on Livonia, right? I think they're equal, but a bear wouldn't be fun right now. I think between my Blaze, my MP5, and my VSS, I could take it out, but if the VSS jams, it wouldn't be ideal. Okay, so I'm at debug, so I'm definitely angled too far north. Oh, how great would it be to get to this heli and get NVGs? What do you think makes this game better than Tarkov? Different games, but in your opinion. In my opinion, what makes this game better than Tarkov is that you learn the game while playing the game. Like, Tarkov is menu city, and maybe it's easier now. But back when I played Tarkov, I think it was basically impossible. Directly south of Biathlon, it sounded way further, but that's the only one I know of too. The only way I know of in Tarkov to learn the game, knew of when I played it, was to look up guides. Like, there was no way to just like load in and be like, okay, I'm hungry, where do I find food? Okay, I have a disease symbol. I remember I ate with blood on my hands, I'm probably sick. Like, you can figure it out with DayZ. It's not easy, but you can figure it out. Guides help, and, you know, I recommend watching mine. But, like, Tarkov, it felt like you had to go to college to learn that game. And then again, like, 90% of the game is menus. So, that's the reason why DayZ is more my speed than Tarkov. This guy Amish said he makes guides I heard about. I heard they're pretty good. I've heard people say that they like learned the game from his guides and that his guides are helpful. I've heard that before from people. I don't know, this one doesn't sound right. Do the whole stream in that voice. Hey, I'm friendly. Hi. Do you want to team up? Oh, hey, there's a player on the hill. He's aiming. Oh, he shot you. You're dead. Sorry. Don't worry, I'll avenge you. I can. Oh, I'm dead. Well, Tarkov ain't survival. It isn't. No, it's a looter shooter, but Tarkov has way better gunplay than DayZ. It's just NPR voice. So we have a guest star here in the studio. It seems that he's come a long way to show us his new product, his sweaty balls. How are your sweaty balls? How do you make them? And are your sweaty balls meant to be chewed, or is it more of a suckling situation with the sweaty balls? They're actually meant to be gargled. Oh, dying of thirst. Yeah. I knew the wolves would be coming for me. But DayZ is zombies. Actually, they're not zombies, they're infected. All right, I think I went too far west. I think this way is gonna be where that one heli is, but I'm telling you, I don't think that's it, man. It did not sound like the right direction. Kasai, hello, hello. Oh, excuse me, welcome, welcome. I should have drank some coffee with my lunch. I might have to drink at a river. You know what? I'm gonna need food. I got no room. Shit. I gotta make room for the fat at least. I actually should have used the VSS, kept it quiet. There's like a clearing. Oh, I thought I saw smoke. There's like a clearing over here, right? And that's where the heli spawn is. I just don't buy this is where that audio came from. I can't stand tests, so no. Tests? YouTube test, can you read this? Nomadic, yes I can. Yes I can. Sorry, I did miss it. But I can read it, it's there. See, I'm all the way back at Cinestock. Is there another one, like, further north? Yeah, but I don't have 8K hours on... No, I know. I don't have 8K hours on this map, dude. More like 7, but... I definitely, I'm thinking it was the one right above West Evac. See, that's what I was thinking. I just couldn't, like, I vaguely remember there being one up by the deer stand above at West Evac. Either way, I gotta find, like, a river and just chug out of the river. But at this point, I don't think I'm running straight there. I think I'm gonna have to stop. Although if I get to Northwest Evac, there's a river down the hill from it. I could drink there. Maybe hit biathlon at night. I guess that makes sense. Oh, I Survive has always had ads for me, Meza, like banner ads. But there's always been a little ad at the bottom of the screen. Now there's a video ad. Ooh. I mean, they deserve to make their bank. Get their bag. I also might bump into that little single house I was talking about, where I can hopefully cook this wolf fat really quickly. It's reshade? What do you mean, Teapot? I have a head torch, I do. I just can't start double dying. If I start double dying, we in serious trouble. Yep, I think there is a Jamaican house up the hill here. We can cook there really quick. We always hang out in a bush for a few minutes and go looking for shrooms. Yeah. I mean, I've been circling around here enough that I probably already am spawning shrooms in on myself. I came like all the way out here and then doubled back to look for that one heli crash. Unless, wait, is this? I'm completely turned around at this point. I've been running through the woods for too long. Is this the road that leads to Northwest Evac? I don't think so. Which species would be the rudest if all animals could talk? Badgers. Actually, probably cats. Probably at-home domesticated cats. Because they'd be entitled, as well as rude. Meow. Give me some fucking food, dude. Meow. Why are you not petting me right now? Do you see my ears? They're not being petted, like, right now. Meow. I want to use you as a bed. And before I do, I want to mash your testicles into a paste before I lay down. Yeah. Meow, please pet me. Meow, get the fuck away from me. I truly, I think a house cat would be the biggest dick in the animal kingdom. I have no idea where this road is going. Following it blindly. I don't think it's the one that leads to the evac. Okay, here we go. I know where we are at least. And there's a well in this town and a place to cook. And maybe even food to be found. Yeah, I love this town, Dalton. I remember on Zero Chernarus once finding like just the craziest firefight up here. I'm gonna end up looting Northwest Evac at night. I don't know if that's good or absolutely terrible. Sir, you're on my TV. Calm down. We're a cat-loving family. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with loving cats. Just not so sure they love you back. My cat makes me feel used. It's like an abusive relationship. I just know the name of this village starts with a Z. Zab? Even though I need food, I'm gonna leave these zombies upright just in case somebody shows up. Zabaloid. Sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. Wait, what?
Wait_Watt just resubbed for 7 months.
Dude, thank you for the 7 months. Chris Parker, I missed your follow. Sorry, sub on YouTube. But thank you for it. Oh, dude, this town actually gets more action than you'd think. Like I was trying to say, and I spaced out, but on Zero Cherno once, I got into a crazy firefight here. There were so many people around. And there was like a naked guy riding around on a bicycle. Does anybody remember this? But on this server with everyone holed up in their bases, I don't know. Is that what's going on? I'm on vanilla. I'm not on like an RP server or anything. But it is very quiet. It's really baffling. Like sometimes Chernarus can just be like that, but like it's been so quiet. We haven't heard a gunshot since Krasno, right? This is why Cherno, days like this is why Cherno gets a bad rap, though. I got wrecked by a bear around here. Yeah, bears are around here for sure. Oh my god, am I really dying of thirst still? Oh, now it's going up. I was gonna say, I thought I drank enough to have some up arrows there for a while. There were like 3 to 4 parties all fighting each other and then the bike dude, and then he just stopped in the middle of it all. Like a picnic and cooked some food, yes. I want to play DayZ, but I still want to watch. I mean, as long as you're on a different map, you don't have to worry about like, you know, stream sniping, same server, same map kind of issue being a problem, but it always boggles my mind when people play DayZ and listen to a stream. I wouldn't know who's shooting at me, you know? Everybody's probably fighting on the coast. I mean, we are gonna just start making our way south soon. Like, I want some kills today. But I have a head torch now, so I'm gonna loot, you know? Yeah, we heard lots of shots when we were in cab, and you know what, it sounded like geared dudes too. Like maybe there are bases out that way. We should just head back and see what we find. I just don't like backtracking. Like I'd rather head south down to Zell. In case I find an SV98, it's now like the most powerful sniper in the game, so. What I really need to get rid of is this MP5. It's just so fun. I bet sweaty basers wait for nightfall so they can come out with NVGs. That's like my worst fear right now. Of course. Dude, the MP5 is such a sick gun. I wish it got more love. Like, how cool would it be if the MP5 was like as common, like maybe not as common as, but like it took the place of the shotgun in terms of early tier loot up. Like everybody's always got like a single barrel or a double barrel shotgun. Instead it was an MP5 or a UMP. I guess I can get rid of that. MP5 over VSS? Now that I don't know about. VSS is like a decently powerful round. Should really have that inside over the Mosin ammo. That thing's gonna get ruined any second. What 3 items you might purchase at the grocery store to get strange looks from people? Lube, a cucumber, and hot sauce. Turkey baster, lube, and sleeping pills. That's a pretty good answer too. Yeah, I feel like I was gonna actually say scratch the lube and let people think that the hot sauce is lube. So turkey baster, hot sauce, and a cucumber. Donuts, donut holes, glue. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. That would be lit. They're honestly decent CQB guns. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like shotguns, I know they're the great equalizer, but I just feel like they're too easy and like, I don't know, they're just boring. I feel like a shotgun should be like in between a coastal gun and an SKS. It's actually one thing that TRMZ and I agree upon. He said the same thing when I've talked to him about it. Pringles can, sponge, and glove. I think only people who are on the internet too much would know what's going on there. This is a strange conversation to walk into. Hub Games is a strange guy. Hub Games said, what 3 items would you purchase at a grocery store to get strange looks from the cashier? All right, I think I can hit evac real quick, but I'm gonna have to loot it with a head torch, unfortunately. And I probably won't be able to overwatch it. Oh, but I want to check the heli crash. I still need a leather sewing kit. My vest isn't even in good shape. What about just 3 packs of extra small condoms? Like, I don't get a lot to work with, but I still do a lot of fucking. Oh God, covert. We said get a weird look, not the cops called on
Mike
us.
Kirkham 192 just resubbed for 7 months.
Mike, thank you so much. Is that a piece of paper? No, but it's a protector case. The amount of random protector cases I find in trees is baffling. I should pick it up though, I could bury it. Honestly, I'm just gonna put all this in here. Cooking pot doesn't really do all that much for me anyways. Oh, come on. I can take care of myself, Johnny. Don't you worry. Oh no! I can't take care of myself. I don't have batteries in my flashlight. Holly, save me! Save me, Holly! Oh my God! Took care of myself. Eventually. Mike, thank you for the 7 months. Wait, what? With the 7 before that? Oh my God, R to reload. What a useless mechanic you are. The whoop yelping sound is too realistic. I don't like it. I actually agree with you. It's so upsetting. Yeah, who needs Holly? Besides me. I almost want to take all this fat and go back into that town and cook it up. I mean, I guess it's a way to pass the night. Ooh, that's like 100% fat. Oh, damn it. Wolf hat weighs 5 kilos. I think it's so cool, but it just weighs way too much, man. I barely have, well, I actually have decent stamina, but stamina's rough enough as it is. Oh, this one's better. Oh, darn it, they're both in bad shape. All right, we got 3 pieces of fat, that'll do. I think I'm heading the right way. Oh my God. The Northwest is not where you want to be when it gets dark. Okay, I think this is the clearing above Northwest Evac. So where's the heli crash? Yeah, this is absolutely it. This is right above Northwest Evac. Yeah, so I got no clue where this heli crash is then. But I think I can sneak down into the mill base and loot it at night. It's gonna be pretty scary, but I'll be able to do it. Back to hungry. Fuck. Probably despawned. It hasn't been that long. It would still be there. Don't they stay for like half an hour? I mean, our only issue is if there's somebody with NVGs. If there's anybody trying to fuck with us at night and they don't have them, like, I actually think we have a better chance than they do. But if somebody has NVGs, they'll just decimate us. Oh, Lord. Wait, what was that? Oh, my God. Yeah, I know you can't tell, but my pants are off. What the hell?
Des_Savior2 is making ish strip. I'm at Cheddar's to eat while watching you. Embarrassed smiley face. Getting shrimp and salmon with steamed broccolio and a mango margarita.
Hey, whatever. Enjoy yourself, Savior. You're celebrating, right? You got like a good, not promotion, but you know, like review at work. Thank you for the super chat. Stumble upon a random car in the middle of the woods in the dark. Come on, 30 round VSS mag. Pristine condition. Another VSS. I know I'm leaving some behind. I just want the full stack. I pressed shift for half a second, so the zombie heard me. SKS. Badly damaged PU. That's why I turned my head torch on. That would have been a fun night, right? It is always that. Well, I literally thought of that because of Redline and Meza. They got wrecked by a tripwire on either end of the tent. And they just ran in opposite directions and both blew up. I mean, I do have to say, it's like never really worth coming up here. I guess the SKS is cool, but like if you don't have an SKS by the time you get here, I don't know what you're doing. The VSS, I suppose. Another landmine. I'm gonna take it. At this point, I don't know if I would necessarily swap to an AK-74. I want to hit the cars on the way back because they could have food, and maybe if I get enough I could just drop all this fat. I think I got a zombie chasing after me, but I'm kind of hoping I can just outrun it in the dark. Finish the bed, now going to pick up the new mattress. Nice, dude. Did I mention that we were starting to potty train, like, very passively? We bought babies at a potty, and, like, we just, like, if we're going to the bathroom, we're like, do you want to sit on your potty? And she'll sit for... The problem is, though, and so far LadyZed's the only one who did it, but so far the one time that she did it, BabyZed sat on the potty for like 30 seconds and then got bored and just got up and walked away without any pants on. Meanwhile, LadyZed is on the potty and is just like, well, I guess this kid might piss all over the carpets. The odds are low, but non-zero. It's nice outside. I spent 10 minutes stretching in the backyard. There you go, dude. I don't know how late I'm gonna go. I don't necessarily plan on doing a full 8 today, but if I'm done early enough, I might try to run. If I run today, I can't run tomorrow, but if I run today, I could hike tomorrow. I think my legs can handle a hike after a run. It would have to be a little more casual, but I could do it. You broke a toe recently? Sun is doing its work today here for sure, yeah. I am so excited for tomorrow. I have BabyZed all day, and it's gonna be almost 70 degrees. I kicked a monitor like 3 weeks ago, and it broke your toe? Jesus, dude. We used a small toilet also and would ask if he had surprise poo-poo or pee-pee. We've been trying for many weeks now to just like explain to her what potty is and what pee-pee and poo-poo is. But yeah, the actual act of using the toilet, it feels pretty far off. Oh my God. Wait, it could be a zombie. Oh no, now I'm gonna puke from this unknown food. Oh, please don't puke. It's probably a zombie. I have to drop some things though. All right, they're like on the road. I can't miss them. Do I have that glow stick? It's probably a zombie. It was that 10, right? That's a zombie. What a disappointment. Yeah, that's a zombie. And this is why you can't throw things to distract zombies. Because they just aggro right on you no matter what. Oh well, it was worth a look. It was kind of cool to use the glow stick like that. Like if that had been a player writhing in pain. It would have been a good way to light him up before we approach. Monkey Dust, what's going on? I'm just in a dead part of the map, man. I don't know. I would have thought... I mean, we've been seeing evidence of someone, but... I just don't know where they are. I guess we're just behind them. I feel like that landmine couldn't have been there for that crazy long. Because it would have been stepped on by a zombie. Like it just did. Infected. Hey, I'm allowed to correct, okay? You're not allowed to correct. Gearing up for work. Nice, man. Nice. Also making my sister watch all the Spider-Man movies with me because she has never seen them. How are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do like Toby, Andrew, Holland? Or like... What's your plan? Working from home feels weird. I miss my team. Aw, what a nerd. You like your job. I'm gonna try to get to the town near Kona Castle. And we'll cook this fat there. We can loot Kona Castle and then figure out where we're gonna go from there. If the person who placed the landmine had killed all the Zeds, it could have been there for a while, yeah. But still, like within an hour or so. I mean, if your sister is down, I think there's things worth seeing in the Andrew Garfield movies. And it'll also make the payoff of No Way Home like really good. The big question is like, do you bother with like Civil War and Infinity War and all those? Maybe not Infinity War, but Civil War would probably be a good idea. I like my job because I have no team. I'm looking forward to seeing my old team if we're gonna keep using that term. But, you know, the people I used to work with. Some of the fun ones are going on the trip, so I'm looking forward to it.
Infinite So's just resubbed for 7 months. Whoop whoop.
Alright. Looks like there's a rock to cross. Infinite, thank you for the 7 months. Nah, I think I'm getting wet, no matter what I do. As long as that stays dry, I'm pretty happy. Just might do them in order because I got all 8 on Blu-ray. That's what I would recommend. Like if she will do that. Like if you're worried you're gonna lose her and she's not gonna watch them all, then I would do like Toby and probably straight to Holland. Like, no offense, I like Andrew Garfield, but I'd skip him. If you don't think she's gonna make it the whole way through, skip Andrew. But if you think she's making it, 3 Toby, ooh, house, 2 Andrew, 3 Holland, I say go for it. We are. Full. I don't know, should I keep that mag? I guess I will. I'm really gonna have to get rid of this MP5 soon. Toby was the GOAT Spider-Man. The shoes are in good shape. I actually just picked these up. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, but I'm biased because I grew up. Like he's the guy who got me into Spider-Man. Like I watched the 60s cartoon. We used to rent the VHSs when I was a kid. And like I watched some of the more modern cartoons, and I was not much of a comic book guy, actually. Not until I was older. Andrew was kind of mad, but I'm gonna give her a choice. I'll have watched countless animes with her. Okay. Yeah, like explain to her that like, I mean, Andrew has moments, dude. There are some good moments. The best web swinging we've ever seen in a Spider-Man movie is in The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Of course, it's mostly in the intro. But like, you know, it's got stuff worth watching. And if you do watch, also the ending of Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is pretty devastating. And if you make it the whole way through that, the payoff at the end is just going to be amazing. And when you watch, like, I just think that moment that he gets in No Way Home is just so good. That's the problem. It's like Andrew Garfield was way too cool to be nerdy Peter Parker. I mean, Peter Parker, though, wasn't necessarily meant to be, like, ugly. But he was definitely nerdy, and he was definitely an outcast. But he always got, you know, he knew how to flirt. He knew how to get the ladies interested. Despite the fact that he, like, never showed up on time for the dates. He was very good with the quips. I still love when he's, like playing, he's being like his impromptu costume, if you will. Like he's in like his shitty costume. And this guy pulls a knife on him and he's like, the key is spandex. This guy pulls a knife on him. He's like, oh no, my one weakness, knives. It's so good, man. Except for, and I never noticed this, but if you watch that scene, he webs up the guy, he's on the wall, and he turns around, and a police officer tries to arrest him. And that police officer fires a gun at Spider-Man while an innocent, not so innocent, person is webbed to the wall behind him. Like, of course Spidey's gonna dodge, or I guess maybe he didn't know that back then, but like that dude is just stuck to the wall, and the cop is just shooting at him. It's not great. Not great police work. His crying made me cringe. To be fair, I don't think any of the Spider-Man actors were really great at crying. It was all pretty cringe. And we look pretty dope. I gotta give me round of applause for how dope we look. I think we're gonna end up running to the airfield right now. We'll be there by the time the sun comes up. I don't love the airfield for fights, but whatever. Apparently it's the only place that we might find some action. Oh, if people are overwatching me doing this stuff, they've seen me do weirder things. I do kind of want to get the buffs. Is it dangerous to go AFK in this house at night? There's not a lot of light. I'm more worried about the smoke though. It's so nice out today, I know. I'm doing it. I'm going AFK really quick, and then we're gonna run to the airfield and look for a fight. Be right back. Would you look at that? Not dead. All right, let's go to the airfield. I'm kind of hoping I can wrap up at 4 and squeeze a run in. Wow, Tom's getting more love than I would have expected, and poor Andrew. Andrew was not a bad Spider-Man. He was in bad movies. Madam Val, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm glad Andrew got a vote. I'm glad I wasn't the one who voted for him. No, Andrew was fine. He's a great actor, Clive. It's not his fault that his movie sucked. It really isn't. Wait, how do I go to Northwest Airfield from here? I go east. That's west. East. We're probably skipping the castle. I would have looted it if I could see it, but I don't know where it is. Andrew was good, but he was definitely outshined by better scripting. Wait, what? I agree with the take, but picking him as the best is a choice. Oh, I agree with that, yeah. I'm just glad he got a little love. To be honest, Andrew Garfield is the best actor out of the three of them. Like, he's not the best Spider-Man, but he is the best actor out of those three. You think natural webs are cooler than engineered? I disagree. And Toby had natural webs. I disagree. I think engineered is cooler, and it's also like really gross to just like web up enemies with your body fluid. Like, you know how they say that like tears and piss are like similar, like chemical, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think that webbing is similar to? Like, see, that's like, I think Skater Spider-Man is super cool, but it's also just like too cool. Sweat and piss, not tears. That's what I meant. You have Gamma. Dude, one of the best commercials I've ever seen, Deaths, was for the original Spider-Man 2 video game for PlayStation 2. First off, it was an amazing game. Best web swinging we've ever had in a video game. It beats the new Spider-Man web swinging by a mile. But second off, it was just window cleaners. Damn it, you almost had me for a second, Berwinning. It was just window cleaners scraping off webbing off of the side of a building in New York City. And it was just like such a funny kind. In the comics, his webs dissolve in an hour, so he doesn't litter. But the idea that like somebody would just have to clean up all that webbing after Spider-Man is done is just fucking hilarious to me. It was so good, you boy Barrington. It was such a good game. The web swinging was actually challenging to do well. Like, it wasn't easy and automatic the way the new game is. Don't worry, the sun will be up soon. Unfortunately, this rain might mean it's still pretty dark, but we'll be able to see soon. I'm just booking it towards the airfield. That really short-lived series about an insurance company in a world of superheroes was such a good novel concept. It was supposed to have Danny Putty in it. I thought it didn't even get past the pilot. I am muted.
Wasn't Putty just resubbed for 13 months?
How many fences are around here? But yes, I am muted, Berwinning. I'm glad I could answer that question for you. Wasn't ready. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, thank you. If they have engineered webs, why didn't they make it before getting bit? Because they weren't Spider-Man. I don't know, I think that there's like some stories where like basically they were like almost given the knowledge for how to make the webs because of the bite. Like it's like an instinctual thing, like a bird building a nest. But I personally like mechanical web shooters because A, it's more fun when he can run out in a fight. It's just more dramatic. And B, it shows how smart he is.
Just resubbed for 2 months. Resubbed for the correct Spider-Man opinion.
Thank you, Barrington. Thank you, thank you. What was the show called where it was normal people but superheroes were always fighting around them? Oh, I don't remember. Spider-Man is ass. He's got a nice ass. How you doing, Salty Salmon? I have a natural web shooter. Now, you know what the best version of the web shooter was? Timmy Turner in Fairly Odd Parents. His web shooter was his butt. So he swung around. Super Tab was muted. I thought you were just busting my balls. He would literally have to aim his butt and swing from his cheeks. Now that's a realistic Spider-Man. So I gotta exit this. The poll is like really obnoxious on this new combined chat window. Spider-Pig is the far superior spider-powered being. Well, that's because Spider-Pig's origin story is different than Spider-Man. You see, Spider-Man is a man that was bitten by a radioactive spider, where Spider-Pig was a spider that was bitten by a radioactive pig. The boys are the best Spider-Man. Oh my god, I hated that. I was like actually mildly offended by the boys' take on Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie, like I was a little like, how dare you do this to my beloved childhood hero? It was a little upsetting. He was like a sexual deviant, right? I mean, it makes sense, actually. Powerless is the DCU equivalent of Lower Decks for Star Trek. Speaking of superhero stuff, Invincible's coming out this week. And the Invincible Twitter account tweeted, it's impossible, it proved impossible to cut a trailer for the season 3 finale. Too much insanity, too many spoilers, so here's the ending of episode 7 again. I was a little clutching my pearls, B-Rad, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think I'm near VMC. It's so good, chums. And dude, I'm telling you, man, the 2 final episodes are probably going to be the best Invincible ever. Like, those 2 fights are, like, in my opinion, the coolest parts of the comics. They've improved upon the comics in some ways. They've also done worse than the comics in some ways. But it's very possible that these 2 episodes will be remembered as the best. No, what's going on? I feel like Toby is the strongest of them, in my opinion. People have, like, done the math on, like, Andrew doesn't really have a big feat of strength. But, like, Toby stopped the train, and Tom held the ferry together. And people, like, did the math on how much strength each one would take, and I think Toby's supposed to be canonically stronger. If you just watch the movies, like Toby, because it's Sam Raimi, it was more practical effects in certain spots. Like, certain spots. He did more brawling. Like, the end fight with Green Goblin, it's just 2 dudes slugging it out for the most part. Like, I feel like he's meant to be stronger. And the other 2 are a little more agile. It took a lot of strength to break Gwen's back. Come on! Tom just plays the part of the nerdy high school kid the best. He really does. And he's quippy, which is good too. Did anybody watch Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? That was really good. It was a really good take on Peter. Right? I loved it too, chums. And the best part about it is Baby Zed loved it. I have it on my list, but I haven't watched it yet. It's worth it. Ooh. Much more brutal. And there's a certain villain arc that I found to be really well done. I almost turned the Scorpion fight off because I was like, this is not appropriate for a baby. If I could just find a pistol suppressor and maybe a Glock mag, I could ditch the MP5 and use the Glock for zombies. Yeah, we started Amazing Spider-Man and His Friends, the kids show, after it was done. She wasn't as into it. So do you think this is like meant to be a prisoner transport? Like there's like 2 buses and a bunch of cop cars that all crashed? Like this was like a prisoner transport that went wrong? So many Pioneer mags. Michael, thank you for the follow. Are we near Prison Island? No, we're in Vybor. We're running right to the airfield now. I need a fight, dude. I just cannot believe how quiet it's been. I almost feel like I should go to VMC, because that's been a really consistent spot for fights recently. And like Northwest, you can just kind of get lost and never see anyone. Like maybe we should do like VMC, and if we hear a shot, we go to Northwest. So your thoughts on Miles Morales Spider-Verse animated movies? Great, I like them. I really like... I mean, I like Miles Morales, and I actually think that that's the best version of Miles Morales. Because somehow him being in like a multiverse setting means that his like Venom power and his invisibility is not OP. But like when he's fighting Spider-Man villains and he's got even more powers than Spider-Man, I'm just like, this guy is so overpowered, it's annoying. But yeah, you know, I like those movies. They're obviously gorgeous and huge animation feats. I just restarted, I just finished rewatching Across the Spider-Verse. He started in Ultimate. Yeah, he was in Peter Parker Died at like 16, which what a devastating storyline that was. And then Miles took over. Miles was like 14 though when he took over, right? He was crazy young. The Maker is cool. I really want to see the Maker in the MCU, and like people want it to be Miles Teller, and I could see that, but like I love the idea of like an evil. Frankly, the idea of an evil Mr. Fantastic makes a lot more sense than an evil Iron Man. But maybe they're kind of taking the idea behind the Maker and applying it to Tony Stark. I don't know. I think I hear a heli. This feels like one of those days where like you just get lit up from off screen. Just like run around for 8 hours, don't see a soul. And then next thing you know, there's like a suppressed AUG hitting you from the right. Yeah, I never saw that one, Country Boy. Where the hell is that? I mean, that's too far to chase, but that might be Kona Castle. Because that's not south. South is that way. Unreal. I literally just came from that direction, and now there are gunshots. No, dude, we haven't heard a single thing, chums. It's been so dead today. I'm really disappointed. Just been talking movies and stuff. That's been fun, though. No, server pop had a queue when I got in. Time for bait shots. Bait shots just don't ever go well. I'm just hoping that we hear some shots that we can chase. That would be much more preferable, in my opinion. I'm still leaning, I'm at the airfield, but I'm still leaning towards going around to VMC. A lot of times, though, when you have days like this, you either A, get shot from behind and you never see the guy, or B, you hear some shots, and it turns out that everybody on the map has been just as bored and chasing shots and ready to chase shots as you are. And everyone just converges on each other all at once. And it gets real crazy, like all of a sudden. The server is definitely still full, dude, yeah. I'm sure it got a little lower when the sun went down, but the sun's back up, so it'll fill back up. But it had such a big queue, man. It was like a 14 queue when I joined earlier. I just can't decide if I want to do airfield or VMC. Deadly Pink, what's up? There's some tier 4 stuff out there. Prison is too far away. I'm leaning VMC. I think I might cut over to this little barrack area over here and see if we hear anything. What's with the weird texture on the ATC? The ATC just always looks so weird when you're far away. I'm never even looking at the building itself. I'm just looking at the windows. Thanks to catch you live. I mostly binge watch your tubes. Tube lives, the long ones. Wait, you watched the live stream VODs? Deadly Pink, it's good to have you here. I usually stream at least Wednesday through Saturday, starting around 8 a.m. Eastern. And then every once in a while I can be on, like on a Monday or a Tuesday. Oh yeah, wow, that is really trippy. It's like, maybe it's like a cloud thing, because I'm seeing it over here too. It almost looks like clouds moving left to right. Oh, these fucking bushes. My heart. Heard one shot. It was a burst fire of shots. But yeah, that like green, that's like that's like a tier 4 military spawn. You can find some pretty wild stuff there. I think I'm going BMC. Well, your VODs are the hardest to watch. When the comic book discussions happen, I can't add my 2 cents and it makes my skin crawl. Gotta catch me live to argue about comic books. I mean, that's how I feel about live streams too. Like it's pretty rare that I go back and watch a VOD because I want to be able to talk, you know? But I appreciate that people do. Well, that is mighty kind of you, Deadly. Appreciate it. Do whatever's best for you, though, man. Like, if you want to download them, but you do not have to worry about me. Cool. That's where I was gonna go look. Also cool, I'm wringing out my clothes while it's raining. Alright, fuck this. We're going to VMC. VMC's over there. That's not VMC. It's the, like, camo jail. Like, what used to be the construction area of Northwest Airfield, which I have to say, I kind of miss that section. Are you talking comics or movies, Eric? DC over Marvel. Because Marvel might be shitting the bed pretty hard right now, but I still think they're better than the DC movies. Comics, I can get it, you know? DC has some good comics. I'm just not as interested in the broader DC universe. Like, Batman is cool, but like I don't really care about like Green Lantern and like really any of the rest. The Snyder Cut of Justice League was a really good movie. I'll die on this hill. It was certainly better than the original. I only watched it the once. I remember liking it. Both is a hot take. I guess it had to be a pretty good movie because it got me excited about Jared Leto's Joker at the end of the movie. I was like, oh shit, I want to see this. Let's go. Craven was horrible. That's why I won't give Sony any of my time. Wasn't Morbius or Madam Web bad, but it was Bad. Low bar. Wait, low bar? Low floor, really? Can you do me a solid and stream for 4 more hours until my work day is over? I literally cannot. LadyZed has to head back to work at 5:45. So I have to be done before then. But I also kind of want to get outside and go on a run and enjoy the day a little bit. If we get into some crazy action and we have something going on, like, I don't think that I spawned those zombies in. But if we find some action, man, I'd be more inclined to go until 5:30. But when it's been this quiet, I don't know. Absolutely, Bessa, absolutely. Unless, like, OG gets back on for our birthday stream, yeah, totally. Rorschach was awesome, yeah. I really loved the new Watchmen show. I thought that was weird as hell, but it's Lindelof, so. Batman doesn't need powers, he's rich and badass. I love the take that people, that some people like Spider-Man more than Batman, because it feels more obtainable to get radioactive spider powers than it does to become a billionaire. Like, becoming as rich as Batman seems more far-fetched than radioactive spider powers. Great, I'm thirsty again. I like Batman movies. I don't like arguing about Batman. It just gets tiresome. Oh. So why is he running? You can't do this to me, DayZ. You can't let me see a running zombie from like 100 meters away and then leave me hanging. I'm running to the other creek line. It's the better approach. Oh, I loved Robert Pattinson's Batman. Also, Robert Pattinson is an incredible actor. If you don't like Robert Pattinson because of Twilight, you gotta watch more movies than just Twilight. Yeah, Alan Richardson is the favorite for the next Batman. The DC Universe Batman. Yeah, I agree, Savior. I think he did a great job, and I can't wait for Mickey 17. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? The superpower of always finding action in DayZ. Yeah, Mickey 17, yeah. It's Bong Joon-ho, dude. It's gonna be great. Honestly, like, super intelligence with computers sounds like a pretty good superpower to have. Like, do you think that would translate to me being a good gamer as well? This week, Living Room. I think it comes out either last Thursday or this Thursday. I believe it's pronounced Bong Joon-ho. From what I hear, it's like a B-level Captain America Infinite. Doesn't sound like it's great, doesn't sound like it's bad, just like All right, popcorn. I think it depends on how in or out on Marvel you are. Josh, I am on. Is it late? Oh my god, it's almost 4 o'clock. If we don't find somebody to kill soon, I'm gonna be livid. I always thought it was funny to have just a plain old non-athletic guy who can fly. That's his only power, but like he can't even do a chin up because he's so out of shape. Basically me, but I can fly. I mean, like if you really like, the thing about most superpowers is if you only get one and you don't also get like durability to go along with it, you're probably dead. Like if you're just a regular dude and you can fly, like you probably collide with a bird and die, or like land a little too hard and shatter your bones. Like that's what I mean. Like it feels like most powers, like even super strength, like if you're super strong, what does that mean? Your muscles are super strong? Are your bones super strong too? Or are you gonna punch somebody and just shatter to pieces? Like, honestly, being Luke Cage might be like, Luke Cage is also super strong, but like just being like Luke Cage level durability might be like the best power, and then you could just get really, really fit and like learn like Taekwondo and shit, and then you can just take a beating and also dish out a pretty good beating, you know? I don't even think I'm gonna bother running up to the tree line, the hill. You usually can't see much from all the way up there, and like, it's been a pretty quiet day. I say let's just get in it. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, oh well. You know what I mean though? Like I feel like that's like some boys shit where it's like you get a superpower but you just like don't get the ones that usually come naturally, like healing faster and like durability and all that. And your power is what ends up killing you. Like if you were super fast, I'm assuming that A-Train is also durable, right? But if you were super fast but just a dude, you would probably die. Like you would probably run into something and just die. I don't see any zombie aggro in there. Domino had the best superpower? I mean, definitely seems useful, but pretty boring. I kind of don't even think that this was in VMC. Train literally ran through a person, so yeah, he's durable. Yeah, you're right, yeah. But that's what I mean, though. If a train was only fast and not durable, and he ran into another person, they would both die. Where is this mother trucker? I should have gone up on the hill. They're on the other side of the wall, and there's more than one. Pretty sure. It could have been zombie footsteps I heard. Being inside this compound is such a risk, especially when I think there's more than one. Where'd he go? There he is. Just jumped outside the wall. I've got a zombie aggro on me. Must be like in the barn or something. Oh, we just barely missed him. What the fuck was that, dude? I mean, I rolled left. I don't know about that. I guess it might have been an SV98, but I think you usually hear something. Yeah, I think that's the concern with official. Fuck me, man. That was a long run to just die to nothing. But that's kind of the risk you take when you play official. That's a bummer. That fucking sucks so hard. Well, sorry guys. That is it for me. I'm gonna try to get a run. Nah, I'm gonna try to get a run in, man. Like, if DayZ treats you like that, chum, you gotta know when to call it. Hopefully we'll have some community servers that are a little more poppin'. I'll even join one. After that, I'm not playing official for a little bit, so we'll hopefully find a community server on Wednesday, but I will be back on Wednesday for more DayZ. But damn, dude, that was a sad way to go. That doesn't seem legit to me. It very well could just be a super powerful gun, but the fact that there was no audio at all, I just don't know about that. Yo, YouTube, I'm sending. Yo, YouTube, I'm sending you to Broccoli. I don't think he streams on YouTube, so I'm just gonna post a link for you. But thank you for hanging out, guys. Sorry it was kind of a quiet stream. So I don't even care that it was quiet. I just wish that we could have at least gone out in what seemed, no, that's not what I meant. What seemed like a more legit way. Here, that's the one. That's the link, Broccoli. Check him out, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Again, sorry about that, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But we'll be back on Wednesday, more DayZ. Thursday will be Kingdom Come Deliverance, so if you've been waiting for that, we're gonna do it Thursday morning, and then Friday, Saturday will be more DayZ as well. So hopefully community servers treat us a little better. I'll see you guys then. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and enjoy the warm weather. Like, get the fuck outside. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, guys.